So I'm with Jason and Bree, who have been at our church for a little while now, so we're going to find out a little bit about them. So why don't you tell us, Jason, why don't you start, mate? How long have you been with us?
We've been with Canterbury Gardens since 2019, October, just before COVID hit, and then all the lockdowns happened. But we joined a Connect group, and we really enjoyed that and got to know some people, and the rest is history.
Right. And we'd love to have you too. So, Bree, why don't I start with you? Who are you during the week?
So I'm a financial accountant, working full-time, and then I also support Jason with his small business.
Okay, and the small business is?
I work in community mental health under the NDIS, and started my own business last year, and God has really blessed it and seeing some real progress and changes in people. It's great.
So what sort of stuff does this involve?
It's just out in the community, so working with people who are homeless, need employment, have a lot of issues concerning their mental health and drug and alcohol use. So it can be very draining, very tiring, giving out a lot, but God's been good.
Good stuff, mate. And Bree, finance, eh? We might need to speak after this. So what sort of work are you actually doing then?
Crunching numbers. I work for a big firm, and it's corporate accounting, so it's pretty intense.
Cool. So something we want to, not because we're sticky beats, but we're really interested in the body of Christ. So Jason, why don't we start with you? What's your faith journey? How did you actually come to Christ?
I was born into a Christian family and always went to Sunday school and youth group, and I gave my heart to the Lord when I was about 7 years old, on the top bunk, and got baptized when I was about 10, and had really awesome people around me that just really built into me. I didn't have a strong father figure growing up, but people in the church got alongside me, and I just believe that's really important in people's faith journeys, is mentoring and discipleship and getting alongside one another and building into those kids and young people that are on the edge and need that support.
And you had that yourself, obviously, eh?
Yes, I did.
What about you, Bree?
Well, my story is very different. I was brought up in pretty much a cult, a very hyper-religious family. I made some very silly decisions in my teenage years and got myself into plenty of mischief, but always had a curiosity about God and really wanted to know more. And after getting into the occult and all sorts of things, I found myself questioning more and more about God. And it was through a little bit of a journey and a new friend that I found myself questioning even more, and found myself in a church and giving my life to God.
Wow. So was there a specific person that helped you along that journey, or was it just a church, or what was going on at that time, eh?
So the person that actually helped me, I was actually married to. So.
Good choice. Jason, tell me a bit about that. How you guys met, or what happened there?
Yeah, so look, we actually met online, and back in the early 2000s, it was sort of a bit of a weird thing, but I suppose it's a bit more normal nowadays. But look, I just started a friendship with Bree and encouraged her to go along to church, and she joined a friend's church up in Brisbane. And I came over for a holiday, and we just started a friendship, and she came to New Zealand for a holiday and fell in love with the place and slowly fell in love with me. And the rest is history. We got married, and it's great.
So how many years have you been married?
Ooh, what did I say the other day? 19 years.
Okay. Now I'm putting you on the spot. What's been difficult in your life together, whether with yourselves or with situations around you? Because I know there's been some interesting things. I'm sort of saying this because I know there has been some interesting stuff. Is there something you can sort of share with us that's been tough and that you've had to work together in and really trust God in?
Hell yeah, share.
So we were not able to have a family of our own, and that was quite a challenging time. There was a lot of medical specialists that were involved, and that brought a lot of heartache and hardness to our relationship and our marriage. But we decided at a point that we could no longer say, what if, and get disappointed all the time. So we trusted God and we left it with Him. And it was several years later that we were blessed with a boy who we adopted, essentially. He was a little bit older, but he was a real blessing and still is. So
Great. Yeah. What do you love about this woman, Jason?
Oh, just her heart and just her passion. And she's just such a lovely, giving person. She's always giving out to others, and she's so hospitable. If you want a good feed, she'll always feed you, look after you.
Hey, can I encourage everybody, if you get a chance to grab these guys one-on-one, they have an amazing story. At the moment, I'm looking at the camera, we've had a 5-minute, 15-minute mini series as to what's going on in their life, but please catch up with Jason and with Bree. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.